Tamerlan 300. We're on the homestead property today. We had a big white oak blow down about 10 to 14 days ago, so I'm going to do the cleanup on that. We've got probably at least 2 good saw logs out of it, and then a bunch of firewood. So stay with us, come along with me today, and let's do some chainsaw work. I'm going to flip you around and give you a little bit of a view of what we're talking about here. This tree was growing up on the bank of the creek. We are downstream from the pond project, a couple hundred yards. And so we'll be bucking this up for firewood. And like I say, I got about 2 good saw logs on that, I believe. I need some white oak for, you know, stacking and stickering lumber and such. I don't have any projects for it that I would, you know, mill it into boards per se, but some 4x4s, 6x6s and stuff would be really good. This is a really beautiful part of the property. When I first started coming here, this was all overgrown with privet all in here. Let's get at it. Chainsaw and mini excavator and hand tools and stuff. It's really windy today. We got another storm coming today. Just might get another blowdown. Hope not, but we might. All right, come along with me today as we clean up this white oak. I like using this steel battery saw. A couple reasons. Don't really need ear protection. It's pretty light, but if I had to guess, it's probably a little heavier than my MS 150 TC. I love this saw, but we're gonna go with the battery powered. Feels pretty sharp. Let's see. Bunch more trimming over there, but I think what I'm going to do, get these little pieces cleaned up and in the trailer, and then probably I'm going to go ahead and cut these to manageable lengths with the mini, and then move the long firewood poles over there to that pile and work from up there. I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, we're working tip to butt. I picked up some of the little stuff, put it in the trailer. Now, I had been fooled more than once on this SweetGum white oak thing. It even fools my picture, this app, when you just go by the bark of the tree. It's becoming spring, and there are buds on the tips of the trees. You know, we're getting ready for spring and the leaves are about to come out. And working on the tip of the tree, it sure looks to me like this is a sweet gum again. But what always fools me is the thickness of the sapwood. When I looked at this originally yesterday, used the picture of this app, and it said white oak. I was looking for the thickness of the sapwood around the tree, and it looked non-existent. But by the leaves, it's a sweet gum. Sweet gums are all over here, so when I think I might have my hands on a white oak, I get pretty excited. Good morning, it's day 2 on this project. Today's April the 3rd, 2024. We had those bad storms that came through southeastern United States yesterday, and we looked like we were right in the path. We got lucky. It scooted, kind of split around us and everything. Birmingham, Alabama got hit pretty good, but I'm going to finish this up today. I've got the rest of the tops and stuff from the tree there, and then a big pile of debris that I took from the creek and just other cleanup stuff that I'm going to load up into the ATV trailer with the Mini, and then I'm going to get started on bucking up these firewood poles that I've got, and we'll take that over to the firewood pit and next to the splitter, and then we'll be done cleaning up this, and then on to the next project, which will probably be working on the pond. I'll get into more of that later, but I've got to drain the pond, and so stay tuned for that video. All right, let's get busy. You okay? Sorry about that. We still get these freak winds around here. Here's a tip you may not be aware of. I'm getting ready to buck up logs to be split for firewood. Now, I'm burning in my fire pit outside, so I usually cut them a little longer. Take a tape measure and just measure your bar or something on your saw that gives you a reference. I've seen Mike Morgan, Outdoors with the Morgan, use this spray can device that has a roller on it, and you can set it to fire a little bit of paint every so many inches as the wheel goes across, and that's real handy. I don't have one of those, and since I don't have to be as precise because I'm not selling the firewood, it's going in a fire pit. If I miss by 2 or 3 inches, it's no big deal. But if I am going for a certain length, I'll take my tape and I'll measure usually from the tip of my bar, and I'll notice somewhere on the lettering, you know, on the bar where I want to be. And then when you get to your log, you can just put it down like this, look at it, and you'll see the spot on the log to cut. And then after you do, you know, a dozen or so like that, it almost becomes second nature. But just to get off to the right start, if you're saying, okay, let me do 16 inches today, or I don't feel like working as hard, I want to do 20 inches, so less cuts. And I'm thinking I might do 18 inches today. So where is 18 inches on the bar? That is almost to the dogs, about a foot short of the dogs. And what I mean by the dogs is those teeth that grab a hold of the wood when you cut. So 18 inches is about there, right where the laser engraved inscription is on the bar for the specs on it and stuff. All right, let's get started. So this is what's cool about the log ox here with this attachment on it. Now I've got a real big PV that does the same thing, but this is much more versatile. You can take this handle off, take this attachment off, take this handle off, so what I'm talking about, and then you can just hold it here and just reach down and pick up rounds. That makes it real easy. Kind of the same function as those pickaroons that I use. But so here, just reach over and grab it so the hook will bite. You got another little hook down here, you know, to grab a hold, and then just roll it over. And then up on that attachment. There you go. Now you got your log up off the ground. They're warming up the splitter. Had its annual tug of war with me today. Thing always takes a lot of work to get it started each year. All right. This mess. Try to make some room. All right. Think it'll dump it? I'll help it a little bit. There it goes. You know what would make it a lot easier is like a firewood bucket on the Bobcat. Alright. Give it a little bump. See what that did. Well, this thing has a proclivity to disconnect itself because these sides are bent out. So I'm gonna have to put a ratchet strap on this, I do believe. First, got to get it back on. Log right there. Ow. Something else to fix. Never ends. Not a good idea to hit metal with your favorite forestry axe. So the plan will be do some weed eating around there, split all those over there, and then move the splitter further over. You know, work this way, move the splitter instead of moving the wood. See, I got quite a few to buck up still. But all this is from the big tree and the one we just cleaned up down there. A lot of work ahead. Will be lots of wood. Not exactly sure how or where I'm going to stack all that. I'll come up with something.
Hey, thanks for watching to the end. If you like this kind of content or I've entertained you a little bit, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you won't miss my next video. And I think my next video is going to be the milling of those 4 logs that we got from the Big Tree video series.